Well, this week's string of speed camera vandalism in Toronto has created a debate amongst the highest levels of government in the city and province. But politics aside, what does the data say about the impact of speed cameras, and really what are the alternatives to calming and slowing traffic? Joining us live this morning is Amanda O'Rourke, Executive Director of 880 Cities. Amanda, good to talk to you about this morning. Let's talk about the speed cameras first and foremost here. Is there data proving that speed cameras are effective at slowing drivers? Because some people say, well, they're just taking pictures and your money.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. Yes, there is evidence to support that the speed cameras work. Actually, a recent study just this year by Toronto Metropolitan University, as well as the Hospital for Sick Kids, published evidence that says that speed cameras reduce speeding by 45%. So the evidence is out there, and we know that illegal speeding, is one of the leading cause of serious injury for especially vulnerable road users like children.
Mm-hmm. So we keep seeing these cameras cut down, Amanda, which makes them, I know they're not technically temporary, but the way these vandals keep going after them is kind of making them temporary. Are there more permanent, I don't want to call them features, but permanent, things you can install in or around roads to create more permanent ways of slowing traffic?
Yes, definitely. And in fact, one of the most effective strategies for reducing speeding and improving safety on streets is road redesign. So designing our streets so that drivers aren't actually encouraged to speed, or the design of the road actually calms traffic. So things like speed bumps, curb extensions, pinching at the crosswalks. There's a lot of ways that we can redesign our streets in ways that actually encourage people to slow down and improve the safety.
And Amanda, one of the things we hear from government when you talk about what you're just talking about is the cost involved in this. Are these necessarily expensive fixes or remedies?
The road redesign is more expensive than the traffic cameras, the speed cameras. So the speed cameras are lower cost, and I think it's one of the reasons why municipalities have implemented them as a lower cost, high impact measure. I think in the long term, the longer term solutions are really thinking about how do we invest in infrastructure that improves the overall safety of communities and also encourages children and caregivers to walk on like a beautiful day like today. Mm-hmm. Today is a wonderful day to walk to school, but a lot of people unfortunately don't feel comfortable walking to school because they fear traffic danger. What? And so we get into this vicious cycle where people don't feel safe walking, and then they drive to the school, and then people are speeding, and we need to break the cycle. We need longer term solutions, and speed cameras as a temporary solution have been shown to be effective.
Okay, that's fascinating conversation. Amanda O'Rourke is the Executive Director of 880 Cities. Amanda, I appreciate this time this morning. Thanks for joining us.